What's going on, guys? Tyson the Trainer here, back with another episode of Sports Talk. And today, I'm just going to give a bit of an update about what's been happening, right? So, with me, I don't know if you guys even care, but I'm going to tell you anyways. My shins have still been causing me grief for a long period of time, and they are, even if I touch them now, they're absolutely killing me. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do my triathlon going forward, just because I literally can't run on them at all. They absolutely destroy me. I don't know what's going on. We don't know what the issue is. I've been working with a running physio for 4.5 months now, and they seem to get better and they get worse. And even if I touch them now, they're just fucking sore, and it's very frustrating. So the running thing has not been going well. The cycling has been going fantastic. I've been really enjoying the cycling. It's something different. It's low intensity. It's something that a lot of you guys can do if you are into learning, or you do want to instead of just listen to music as you train, because as you know, I talk about low intensity sessions are much beneficial for the cardio side of things. When you keep that low intensity session, you can listen to music and stuff, but you don't really need it with regards to low intensity cardio. So I actually have been listening to audiobooks during that time. It's a great way to actually smash through audiobooks, smash through podcasts, because if I'm doing a 90-minute to a 2-hour ride on a Saturday morning, I've got plenty of time to be able to consume a lot of information, and it's not dead time. If you are someone who is, again, if you're studying, you listen to lectures, you can listen to lectures, you can listen to audiobooks. It's just something to do with your time instead of just listening to music, which is absolutely fine if you want to listen to music. But I also listen to certain types of music when I want to get in the good zone. And so I like to save that music for when I want to go hard and put those paces in. And then for the rest of the time, it's just going to be, again, chilled, laid back. It might be relaxing music, or it might be listening to something informative. So I've been doing a lot of cycling, focusing on that, keeping my intensity low for the most part, which has been good. And then on the swimming side of things too, it's slowly getting better. So swimming is still absolutely my hardest thing that I'm trying to manage at the moment. The thing with swimming is just, you don't listen to music when you swim, obviously, which is good because it kind of gets you in rhythm with yourself and it gets you a lot of your head noise. But it's also just understanding technique for the most part, because technique is huge at the end of the day when it comes to swimming, and especially if you are going to be a triathlete. It's obviously, it's certain purposes. So as a triathlete, or someone if you're going to do a biathlon, which is swimming and running, you need to make sure you're conserving as much energy as you can during the swim, because the swimming can be one of the most taxing things, but it doesn't have to be the most taxing thing. And that's why we want to learn technique properly, because the better you understand swimming technique, the less you move your arms and legs. Swimming as fucking hard as you can, using all of your muscle, and the way that I swam at the start gasses you out really, really quickly, Whereas when you learn an efficient swimming technique, which is what people most want to learn, but you're actually not swimming as fast as you can, and it's a controlled pace. You're doing what you need to do. You're focusing on your technique. You're focusing on your full stroke. You're focusing on your high elbow pull. You're focusing on all those important things. And what that's going to do is it's going to help you be less gassed for when it comes to the running and the cycling side of things, okay? Because most people, if I told you to go swim 750 meters, yeah, okay, sweet, I'm going to go swim 750 meters, but you're probably going to be absolutely fucked after 750 minutes, And that's only for a sprint triathlon. I think for a normal triathlon, it's 1.2 or 1.5. And you can go balls to the wall, but once you get out of that water, you are going to be crawling out of that water if you do not learn technique properly, and if you also don't learn efficiency. Because for me, I've slowed down my stroke rate, as in how fast I'm actually swimming, slowed down my kicking overall, focusing on my high elbow pull and technique overall. And guess what? I'm not using as many strokes, like I said. I'm not kicking as fast. I'm not fatiguing myself as fast, and I'm actually getting faster swim times overall, just because technique is one thing, but conserving energy. And that means I get out of the pool, and if I wanted to go for a run afterwards, I wish I could, but I cycle at the moment after a swim. So I've got that component there that I can cycle to the just a cycle to the gym, cycle to the pool, swim, cycle home, and not be absolutely gassed. The cycling part's hard, cruising with that anyways, regards to the heart rate, but just getting back on the bike after, it's a bit tough. But that's been way more beneficial for me, doing that and focusing on not trying to just fucking smash out as fast as laps as I can. And again, it comes back to that low intensity training approach, but it also just comes back to efficiency, because even though I was trying to do low intensity swimming before, because I couldn't swim properly with the correct technique and being efficient, guess what? I was gassing myself out a lot. It was very fucking hard for me to get some good technique. But after focus, after practice, and after doing it again and again, focusing on my breathing, focusing on twisting my head, just learning a lot of things about swimming itself, it's making me a lot more efficient. So then I have more energy for being able to push on the run and the swim. again. I mean, sorry, the run and the cycle. And again, I can't run at the moment. Oh, pardon me. Oh. But being able to do that, right, focusing more on the, pushing the intensity with the running and the cycling means you're probably going to get a leg up, With me, being a bigger boy, I'm not going to be the best, all right? But I'm going to get a fucking good time. That's going to be my goal at the end of the day, if I can actually do it, just to get a really good, overall time, which would be ideal, without absolutely wrecking myself firstly, or again, not falling behind because I've gassed myself out with the swim, and then I come out to the, running component, which, again, running's not the issue for me. It's my shins for the end of the day. If my shins weren't an issue, I can run good. I can run a 4 minute 30 kilometer. Like I've done 5Ks in, 18 minutes something. So what is that up to? Yeah. Oh, actually, it's faster. No, that's right. 4 minutes 30, because it took me like it took me like 19 minutes something, which would make more sense. If that's correct. Maybe it's not. Either way, 4 minute 30K for 5K. So maybe it's just under, it's like 22 minutes or whatever it was. And I feel quite good with that. With my cycling's not an issue. I've got big legs. I've always trained my legs. Cycling, I can put a lot of power into my cycling, especially doing the assault bike and stuff like that. So the leg power isn't the issue. I'll be able to fucking cruise cycle all day if I wanted to. But the swimming is where a lot of people get broken down from. And that's why learning the correct technique as a triathlete is going to be the most important thing. Probably for a lot of you too, A lot of you probably are cruising runners, especially if you're lighter. Oh, you already go. If you're lighter, leaner, smaller overall, you're going to be more efficient on that side of things. So you got to find out what the worst part of the sport is, and also making sure that you can keep pushing on that and focus on what you struggle with to make that a strength at the end of the day. And so with that also comes the nutrition side of things. So with the nutrition side of things, I have been doing, what have I been doing? About 4,700 calories a day. I'm still doing some fasted training in the morning. So usually my Saturday cycle is fasting because it's only 1 a day training. My Wednesday, Thursday. One of my other days, can't remember off the top of my head, is also fasted. So I'm doing 2 fasted training sessions a day. With my cardio, not a day, sorry, a week, 2 fasted sessions. Everything else is fueled. For the most part, I'm trying to think off the top of my head what else I'll be doing. And again, I've got that structure and that routine now. And as I said, I you can't go balls to the wall and start adding everything in together. And so I did pull back the boxing a little bit before I started adding it back in a little bit more. And then I did pull back the, the training side of things. So I actually started doing 3 sets to maintain my training before I started to push it hard, just to let my body adapt to the new training stimuluses that I'm doing and making sure I'm recovering from it. Because a lot of people, including myself, we tend to go too hard way too quickly. And so being able to take a step back and being like, all right, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I'm going to focus on my technique. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to focus on recovery. I'm going to focus on sleep. I'm going to focus on my food. I'm going to do all those important things before I start overloading myself. Just is going to put you in a better place. Reduce your chances of injuries, increase your chance of recoveries, makes you feel better overall. You're in a much better position when you add things in slowly, like I say, progressive overload, versus, I keep yawning. I need to sleep, versus just trying to do everything balls to the wall, all right? And again, it's probably, a lot of you, like myself, may also get excited that it's like, all right, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm getting straight into it, I'm going to do everything. And it's cool, but it's it also is going to wreck you. So just having kind of an idea about where you are, and if you are someone who's a bit more go, make sure you just take a step back for a second, take it a little bit slower, make sure you're able to ease into it better, and because that way, you're being proactive versus reactive. If you throw yourself in the deep end so quickly, you're going to put yourself in a bad state of mind. And not just a bad state of mind, when I say bad state of mind, is you're going to feel bad because you can't do everything, because you feel fatigued, or you're wrecked, you're exhausted, and then you're going to have maybe a higher chance of injury, then you're going to have low energy availability, then you're going to be, under eating calories too, so along with low energy availability, you're going to be not feeling the performance, you're going to be recovering enough, you're going to have time for family and friends, you're going to be doing all these things, and it's you got to make sure what you're doing is also going to be in line with the rest of your life too, right, with whatever your other lifestyle goals. If triathlete or any other sport is going to be your focus, that's absolutely fine, but also be understanding that if you throw yourself in balls to the wall, you probably will lose a lot of things really quickly without other sides of your life. And that's why for me, add it in slowly so I don't miss out on social time, so I don't miss out on my partner, so I don't get slack with work or miss out on work. All these things are going to be quite important at the end of the day. So again, I guess this video is a bit of an update on me, but also just kind of get your thought process with where you want to be going in regards to what you want to do and how that's going to fit in with your overall lifestyle and how you want that to look. Because everyone's going to be different at the end of the day, but you need to know for yourself, what is that lifestyle going to look like for you? And what are you kind of willing to sacrifice and what are you not willing to sacrifice? So that's the video for today. Hope it was a bit of informative. Obviously, it's more about me, but a little bit of insight in there. And until next time, I'll speak to you guys then.